Hello and welcome to your Twin Flame reading. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's get right into your reading. Let's see what is happening in your connection. There will be an extended reading to this one, so please do click on the link below where we will go more in depth into your connection, what their intentions and actions are. We have the Star card. So right away, I'm getting the sense that a lot of emotions are coming up. If you see the water, it's as if the water's rising or the temperature's rising, or a lot of feelings are coming up for you. I want to say this is for both of you. Both of you are experiencing a lot of deep emotions when it comes to your connection. So even if that's feelings of missing one another, longing for each other's presence, I'm picking up a lot of sadness. You see the card is surrounded by a lot of darkness. So I'm getting there's heavy emotion, a lot of sadness. It's almost like the clouds have set in, and just kind of in the midst of this kind of emotional like waves going up and down. The Star card is a card of healing, so it's indicating that what is happening for both of you, and I want to say for twin flames across the board, is tremendous healing. There are things that are happening in your life and in your twin flame's life that are causing you to be aware of things, causing you to even be aware of the feelings that you're having that you can't really run away from anymore. You can't really deny. It's like before you could kind of maybe escape these feelings through work, through distraction, through busyness, things that just keep your mind occupied. But I'm picking up like you can't escape these feelings anymore. It's like they're there. But they're there for a reason, and they're there for us to heal from, to finally let go, because part of feeling them and experiencing them or re-experiencing them is how we process. And these are feelings that have not been processed or dealt with. So this is all part of the process of letting them go. So and it's to balance the energies, not only within your connection, but within yourself. So this is really good for you, because the way it impacts the rest of your life or other areas of your life is that you will feel more balanced. Even though right now it feels rocky, it feels uncertain, you don't know why you're feeling the way you do, and that's even like anxiety, feelings of depression, feelings of confusion, uncertainty, even feeling lost. All of these are coming up because we can't run from them anymore. It's like we've come to a point where we can't suppress or hide from these feelings anymore. So this is actually a good thing. This is a good thing that's happening for you, for your twin flame, for the connection, for humanity on the whole. This is part of the process where we like let go of stuff, let go of old pain from your connection, but not only from your connection, from previous relationships, from childhood, even from past lives. So the Star card is a card of healing. It's a card of balancing, and you finally emerging from all of this, from the depths of your emotion, to being once again the star, the bright, shining star that you are. So there could be a lot of upheaval going on emotionally, maybe even in your life, maybe even in your circumstances or in your environment, but it is just a reflection of what is going on within all of us. So not to feel like you're the only one that's going through this, not to feel like you're alone in this process. Just some of us may be able to disguise it better. But we also have the Justice card. So I am picking up a lot of stuff from the past coming to bite us in the ass. And that's not anything that, like, to be worried about or concerned of. It's more like your own judgment of you. Circumstances or dynamics of your relationships that cause you to maybe feel judged or judge another, but it's only so that you can reconcile those feelings, so you can bring those feelings back into balance so that you don't judge yourself anymore. So whether you feel you're being judged or maybe you're not realizing that you're being judgmental, it is to kind of reconcile those feelings and come to terms with your own feelings about yourself and your own life. Things that have happened to you, things that you have done, and to let go of judgment. And so this is really about coming into acceptance of everything you are and everything that's happened to you, everything that you've done. It is about balancing the scales for both of these cards. Balancing the scales and letting go of self-judgment, criticizing yourself, and letting all that go so that you just are in complete acceptance. And when you can completely accept who you are and what you've done and what has happened to you, you will be able to accept yourself. And there will be no need or reason to judge. We judge all the time and we don't realize it. And so this is bringing the scales back into balance so that you aren't in judgment of yourself. And it's like bringing justice to you, bringing justice to the amazing being that you are, because you are an amazing being. We came to Earth to experience life, to experience everything that we have experienced, and it will continue to learn who we are, to evolve and to grow, and to be the magnificent beings that we are, to remember who we truly are. So justice is bringing everything back into balance. So within your connection, no matter what is happening, whether you are in separation or no contact, no communication, whether things are off and on, or you are in some kind of union, those things are happening to you now to bring the scales of justice back into balance. So this is a great opportunity to recognize that it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. It's always happening for you. The energies in your twin flame connection have been somewhat out of balance. And what's happening to you now, again, is not happening to you, but it's happening to bring things back into balance, to bring harmony and peace back to your connection. But that first has to happen within each of us. The peace and the harmony has to happen within here before we can have it in our connection or in any connection, in any relationship. We have to maintain peace and harmony within, and then we experience it without. We experience that in our connection with others. So your connection is going through tremendous transformation. It'll almost seem like impossible to relate to one another in the same way that you used to. You will notice a shift in your connection, even if you're in no communication. You'll feel a shift. You'll feel something different because massive change is happening behind the scenes, energetically. Like, these are two major arcana cards, which means major stuff, major events happening in your life or in your twin flame's life that are impacting for the highest good of your connection. So even if it seems challenging, even if it seems difficult, it's only difficult so that we pay attention. So we pay attention to what the lesson is. And when we learn the lesson, we don't have to experience it anymore. We get to move on. So let's see what else is happening. What else is happening for you? Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm getting the sense that one of you or both of you have your guard up right now. Communication is somewhat hard to, like, it's not coming in because there's this block to the flow of energy between you. So whether that's you putting up a wall or like having your guard up, and your twin flame is somewhat triggered by that and is therefore also holding up their shield. And this is just because you both are trying to protect your hearts from being broken. So it's understandable. But whoever is holding up that shield, the other one is kind of waiting for the shield to come down. So they can feel the shield that you're using to protect your heart. And so whether that's you or whether that's them, the other is waiting for the shield to come down so that the communication can happen, so that the love can flow again. So they're watching you from afar, or you're watching them, depending on which one you are. And they're just trying to get a feel for you. They're trying to get a feel for where you're at or where you're at in your life. They're trying to get a sense of just where you're at in terms of, like, are you completely shut down? Are you completely closed off? They're trying to get a feel for that. Or again, this could be roles reversed. It's very interesting. I want to say, I haven't had this card come up in like a year. This Three of Swords. So when I see Three of Swords, this is like old pain that is coming up for you. So in your life, for example, you may have experienced people leaving you, or people abandoning you or rejecting you. And it may have happened recently, it may have happened growing up or as a child. And this pain is also coming to the surface, and it's not pleasant. And it's something that, you know, you may not have felt in a while, or you may be feeling from your twin flame, but it is coming up. And it's not that they are abandoning you. It merely is coming to the surface of your consciousness so that you can catch it and say, oh, I'm feeling abandoned, or I'm feeling rejected, or I'm feeling betrayed. But it isn't actually happening, but it will feel so real as if it's happening. But it is coming up to your consciousness so you can see that it's just a pattern, that it's not even real. It's more like a fear. It's like false evidence appearing real. It seems so real, but it's not real. It's just your fear playing out so that you can come to terms with it and reconcile with it and just let it go. It's time to let it go, and that's why you're feeling it. So all of these emotions, as much as we try to avoid them, they're coming up and kicking us in the butt, as in like they're relentless. Like you think, okay, today was a good day. I didn't feel this. I didn't feel abandoned. I didn't feel rejected. Okay, I'm good, right? And then the next day you wake up and all the feelings are there and you're like, what is going on? Like, and it feels real. It feels like you are being abandoned, but you're not. It's for the growth and expansion of our souls, of our consciousness, of our awareness. So it's all just learning. And once we recognize that it's just a pattern, it no longer has power over you. You regain all your power back when you realize that something is happening and it's just a pattern that's playing out in your head, in your mind, and in your life as if it's real. But your twin flame is not abandoning you. Your twin flame is not rejecting you. Between twin flames, there is only ever love. But we don't know that because our emotions are so strong that they make us think a certain way and perceive things a certain way that we think that is the truth. But I was telling my client today that if it doesn't feel good, it's not the truth. Why? Because we actually live in a universe that is for us, that is pro-life, like pro-love, that is just love. But we forget that. And we believe that the world can be against us. We can believe that the universe doesn't have our back. But the opposite is what's true. The universe has our backs because the universe loves us. We are actually beings of light, but we forget all that when we come to Earth. I'm going off on a tangent, but it relates. 8 of Pentacles. So this is causing you to work harder at trying to manage everything in your life and like have everything just be okay. But it's tough. It's because all of these emotions are coming up. The flow of love is not there completely. But it's like we're all just trying to do life as if everything's fine. So it's like we're working overtime at being fine. For the most part, we are. For the most part, we just get up every day and we're okay, right? We're still breathing. But there's a lot going on beneath the surface. And we spend a lot of our energy just trying to just be fine, be okay. So it's taking up a lot of your energy. And it's very natural if you're feeling drained. So when you're feeling drained, we are in a low vibration. When we're in a low vibration, we feel disconnect. We feel disconnect from our twin flame more than ever, more than usual, because we are in a lower vibration, because we're working extra hard to just be okay, right? So what's happening in your connection is it's actually helping you to transform into the being that you are meant to be. Like, it's so much pressure on you that you're going to come out and turn into this beautiful diamond. You know, because that's how diamonds are created, by the pressure beneath the Earth's surface. There's just so much heat and pressure, and then you just turn into this beautiful diamond. So that's what you're going through. You're turning into a diamond. And what that actually translates to is you are coming into alignment with your higher self. So your twin flame has a lot to do with your transformation because they trigger you. They trigger you to the depths of your soul, to all the feelings that sometimes you don't want to feel, even love. Your twin flame triggers you to feel the love. So all of this is happening, and we're using all our energy just to be okay, just to be fine, just to get through the day. But again, it's taxing on our physical body. So we must do what we can to bring balance and to rest when you can, to recharge your batteries, because you're constantly feeling taxed, like your energy, your mind, like even spiritually. It's spiritual work. This is a spiritual journey. And when we are going through this transformation, all the lessons that we learn, it's hard work. So you guys are working hard at it, even if it's at a unconscious level, or subconsciously, you're working through your stuff. And for a lot of you, that could mean even through your dreams, having disruptive sleep or disturbing dreams. It's all coming through your consciousness so that it can be released. So you're not going through an easy time, but you're doing really well at just trying to be okay. Like, make it seem like, no, okay, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's good. And at the end of the day, they're like exhausted from having to do that. But that's okay, because this is the journey. This is the journey of life that we're on. Are we even recording? Is this a twin flame reading? Okay, so let's see where your twin flame is at. I'm going to use the Angel Oracle cards, romance cards. I haven't used these in a while, but I did use them earlier for another client. My upcoming book is well, it's still being edited, but I'm excited to share it with you because it really is a guide to help you on your journey of how to thrive during separation. Because let's face it, it sucks. And even though we try to distract ourselves from what we feel about our twin flame and about the whole journey, it's like it's always there, right? You go to sleep and you try not to think about it. You wake up and, oh, it's there. It's there. So how do we cope? How do we cope with these feelings? What do we do? What do we do when we can't talk to our twin flame? So that's why I created this book for you. So I'm really excited. It's still in the works, but it's on its way. It will be in your hands shortly. Where is your twin flame at? Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So as unsettling or chaotic maybe the energies are, or your emotions, it's like you're being pulled back to each other. And one of you may be resisting it. The other one may be like, oh my gosh, I have to see them. I have to be with them. There's a magnetic pull. So where they are at is they're being magnetically pulled towards you. You may hear from them, or you may have heard from them, and you may be wondering, like, what was that? It just came out of nowhere. They are being magnetically drawn to you because, in a sense, like, you're helping each other on the journey, even if you're like, they're not helping me do anything. But you are helping each other. Finances and career. So this is them bettering themselves, bettering their livelihood, trying to keep busy, trying to stay mindful of their goals. So they're being drawn to feel better about themselves through work and through focusing on increasing their finances. This could also mean health as well, I'm getting. It could be focusing on their health as well, to feel better. You deserve love. You are lovable. So they're at a point in their life where, you know, they may have been working on all of these things, but what they do realize now, and they didn't know before, is that they do deserve love. And they just didn't feel that before. They didn't feel like they deserved love. They didn't feel they deserved you. But they are being drawn back to you. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So they needed this time. And whenever there's space, whenever there is distance or time between you and your twin flame, it's like they awaken to how they really feel. Because sometimes twin flames need to separate so they can determine how they feel without being in the presence of one another. Because twin flames can get lost in one another. You can get caught up in the intensity that you don't really know which is your feelings, and sometimes it can cause a lot of fear to come up. So these feelings of romance, it's being rekindled. Like the romantic feelings within them for you are rekindling. You, I feel where they're at is like you are the one, or you're the one that got away, and they realize that now. They realize that you are the one. They couldn't admit it because their ego got in the way. The wounds got in the way, and this is for both of you. So that's where they are at. Let's see what's coming up for you. And then in the extended, we're going to go into their channeled messages, what they want you to know, what their actions and intentions are. But what's coming up for you this week? What is coming up for you this week? I'm being guided to use this deck. I don't usually use this deck, but it's calling to me. It's a great deck. This is one of my first decks that I purchased when I started doing my readings, and I remember buying it and being so excited to start doing my YouTube readings. Love who you are. Oh, wait. Love who you are. So I want to say that what's coming up for you is you are both going to be in such a better place than you have ever been in. So whether things are going well or things are kind of shaky, this is like a phase that you're moving out of. We're all moving out of. And we're in this energy of feeling deserving. That's the energies that are surrounding us at this time. Is we're open to receive, we're open to believe that we deserve to have it all. Not just a little, or not just here and there, but we deserve to have it all. So you're going to have these feelings of being open, and you are going to feel the blessings coming in. Now that could be from your twin flame. It could be just in general, feeling like this energy of love and support that is being guided, that you're being guided to, that is being given to you. Like you are a magnet to it. So gone are the days when your twin flame, and possibly you, used to feel undeserving, because you are now opening up. Like, see how she's just like almost like so much in joy. All the blessings like she's open to. So you're opening up and you are receiving all the good. That's beautiful. So this is what's coming up for you. True love. Reunion for many of you. This love is a once in a lifetime love. So what I'm getting is that they're coming back. They're not giving up. You're not giving up. You may reunite first, like in the dream state. You may be communicating telepathically through signs, messages, through music, through social media. But it is that both of you are remembering that you are one another's true love. So this is a beautiful card of reunion. So what's important is to believe that you are coming into union. Because it's one thing to say, okay, yeah, union, where is it? But if you don't truly believe it, it just prolongs the whole process of union. So believe that you are meant to have it. Believe that you deserve it. And that's what's actually happening, is that you are really open to believing that you deserve the love of your life, that you deserve true love, that you deserve union with your beloved twin flame. Because that is what is happening. So enjoy it, embrace it, accept it, and know that you are deserving. So that is amazing. So let's continue on, shall we? Click the link below and I will see you there. And we're going to go into their channel messages for you, what their intentions are, what their actions are. But if this is where we leave off, I want to thank you so very much for tuning in, for subscribing, for following me on Instagram. I truly, truly appreciate all of you, because if it weren't for you, crickets would be chirping and I wouldn't be talking to anyone. I'd be talking to myself. So I appreciate you all so, so very much. Because of you, I'm able to do this work that I enjoy incredibly. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And until next time, I'm wishing you so much more love and peace.